already because I've already started the show on after. So now we start the show here.
I'm gonna share it on Facebook.
Before they click in. You ready?
Yep.
I'm trying to get my salad all dolled up first. Before we start, I'm gonna doll up my salad. Yeah, because I just shared it to you. I ain't started yet. I'm starting my salad. Okay, I see you logged in.
I'm on there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Before I get started, I'm gonna let you get your salad all fixed up. Then I can start talking. But we're live for now. Hey, everybody's logging in. They're a little slow, but come on with it. Come on with it, y'all. We just getting set up. We're gonna get started. Of course, y'all already know this show is a live show, which means we don't do no edits. There is no mistake. Every mistake you see is not a mistake. It actually happened. This is a real show. And we are recording live on iHeart and on Spotify and on YouTube. And, of course, you can still catch it on Facebook on the WDM radio page as well because the show is live as we speak. And Davin got stuff. I got papers running. Napkins flying all over the place. And so I'm just trying to let him get set up for everybody that's watching and logging in right now. Wait for him to get set up with his salad so we can start talking and get stuff situated. But I don't want to eat because y'all know I'm going to eat right. And don't no checking like y'all did me last week. Y'all checked me last week. That ain't right. Y'all dusty for that. I want y'all to know all of y'all dusty. they checked the mess out of me and Smiley. We were and Littles. We were just chewing and talking.
Well, you can check me today. I'm hungry.
What you said?
I had a banana for breakfast this morning. Team Clemons was out canvassing this morning before we got hit with the rain. Mm-hmm. So, hey, I'm about to eat, and you can check me all you want to.
Right.
But when you check, go to that poll and hit Clemons in District 6.
Check the box.
For Memphis City Council.
Right, check the box. Check the box. So we just trying to get set up here. Of course, many of y'all, I'm Tawana Murphy. This is Tawana Murphy on WDM 98.5 FM. And it is politics, food, and fun that I have every day at 1 p.m. And our special guest right now is Davin Clemons, who is running for District 6. So he is here with me today, and we're going to talk politics. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going to change in the city, some stuff that we want to change when he is elected to that seat.
Absolutely.
And we want to know what you think. So we can still read your comments, even though that it's a little bit far away from us. But I think we got some kind of eyesight where we can see.
Right.
If you have questions while we're on the feed, you can ask them at that time while we're talking. And we can go from there. So we was waiting on one other guest. She hasn't shown up yet, but that's Leah. She'll be in a minute. She should be coming in shortly. She said she was 5 minutes away. So we're waiting on her as well. And we are at Asparagus, which Chris Beavers is the chef here at Asparagus. Of course, I rock with him all week long. He has been gracious enough to open his doors for me. He opened them up anytime I call him, and I love him for that. Because guess what? He got me, and I got him. That's how this thing rolls. That's called real good partnership. Mm-hmm. And he has the best food in America. So we're going to go ahead and jump into here, Davin, and we're going to talk about, first of all, why you decided to run for District 6.
Well, hello, world. My name is Davin.
Davin, why do I want to call you Davin?
Everybody calls me the wrong name, but it's all good.
You say you're going to check me on live all over America. Going to say, David.
My name is Davin Clemons. I'm a candidate for Memphis City Council District 6. I'm a native Memphian. I grew up in South Memphis. I am a police officer, been a police for 17 years with the Memphis Police Department. Graduated from the best college in America, the Lemoyne College, and graduated from the best high school in America, the Central High School. And one of my main reasons for running for city council is I've seen the district from every side, every corner. Mm-hmm. And it's been neglected by many current and past politicians. And our people are suffering from a lot of trauma, meaning the black and brown people. And I think it's time for a new representation, a new voice, innovative skills, someone who's transparent to be in this seat And so those are some of the reasons why I'm running. But the main reason, we need new hope within District 6. And so I believe I'm a candidate who can produce these things, that can work with the public and work with everyone to achieve the common goal and bringing the community and the government of the city of Memphis back together again.
Now you said something in that speech that you just said, when you said change. What kind of changes would you make?
Well, so within District 6, it's synonymous with the blight issue. It's blight all across District 6. And so District 6 encompasses Westwood, entire Westwood, all of South Memphis, the north side of Whitehaven, and the south side of downtown. So the blight is a major issue, and also poverty. So I believe once we tackle the blight, we can help with the poverty. So with the blight issue, this is one of my main things I want to propose once I win city council. Within 311, you dial 311 to get help for blight.
That don't work.
I know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I believe each district should have its own 311.
Okay.
And so I would like to create a 311 for all the districts. And now we can create a grant program where we can bring in people within the district to help with the cutting of the grass, the painting, things of that nature. And that can really put some money in people's pockets. And then that can help with the poverty issue we have, because 38126 is the poorest zip code in the state of Tennessee. And that's right in District 6, where I grew up at. And so that will help also with the poverty by putting monies in people's pockets and giving people the exposure with the small businesses piece. So that's one of my main goals, to get that 311 in each district rolling, so we can put some monies in the people's pocket and we can compete with the streets. If you can't put money in people's pockets, you cannot compete with the streets. You cannot solve poverty. And those are one of the things that we can do to help with the poverty issue, along with educating our people better in District 6 and abroad.
Now, we were talking about, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we were talking about minority contracts when you are elected to that seat. We know that Memphis is 68-70% black, but yet still we have like 3 to 4% minority businesses. What would you do to change that? Well,
actually, the minority contract with the city of Memphis for black and brown people is 1%. And so when you say minority, you're talking about female white, Hispanic, and so on and so on. But black and brown people, we have 1% of minority contracts here in the city. It's all about exposure and education. And the loopholes are really complicated and too hard. So we have to break this thing down and make it very simple on how to obtain small businesses, how to get the contracts, how to work. So it's all about education. So we have to be intentional about educating our businesses and our people on how to acquire businesses. We have to be intentional about going out in the community and producing and advocating for small business owners. And the city has to be intentional. So by me getting this council seat, we're going to be very inclusive about making businesses and creating development around the people's need. Too many times the development is around the developer needs. It needs to be tailored around the people needs. And so we're going to be intentional with that, going out, meeting people, being hands-on. And mark my word, Team Clemons, we're going to continue to go out in the community and meet people. We will not be a politician who sits in air conditioning and sit at the desk and do nothing. We will be out learning and talking with the people, finding out their concerns.
Thank you. And Leah has just walked in. Redmond, who is running for city county clerk.
City court clerk.
Why do I always mess that up? City court clerk. City
court.
Now I know some of the things that city court clerk does. What does it entail? So what does it entitle? Because I'm kind of a little bit clueless to city court clerk.
All that in a nutshell. It's the office that brings in and collect all the revenues for the city, specifically tickets. I know most of you have gotten speeding tickets, any type of traffic violation. You will find yourself at 201 Poplar in the city court clerk office. You have to pay for your tickets and fines and fees. And, there's 3 judges that handle
move on over close to me so we can make sure I got you all the way in with me and Dad. Okay, there we go.
Handle the court there. And And they handle all those tickets, and people will be amazed at how many tickets come through that office.
Mm-hmm.
But if that, in a nutshell, is the office that handle all moving violation, traffic tickets, speeding ticket, red light cameras, tickets, all that good stuff.
Okay.
And it's amazing that you asked that, because as I've been campaigning since April, I have ran into so many people who, that's their question. What do they do in the city court clerk office? They just don't know. It's really not their fault. They just don't know.
No, we don't know.
They don't know.
Absolutely.
So I've had to deal with that. I've had to deal with that as I've have canvassed and campaigned and knocked on doors and speaking engagements. They just don't know.
Now, when elected, what would you change in that office?
I would like to. There's a pay-as-you-go program that's already in place. I would like to enhance that a bit more, and I'll go into a little bit more details. As well, I would like to use my skills and my connection in Nashville to lobby for that office because the pay. Let me back up a little bit. The pay-as-you-go program that they have in place now, it's like a 3-point payment. You know, you pay a lump sum and then you have to make the other 2 payments. Well, I think that some people fall off after they've made that lump sum, and if that happens, they have to start all back over.
Wait. So you mean to say that if I came in and I'm on the program and I paid that lump sum, but I couldn't afford to pay the second lump sum, then I had to start all over and pay a lump sum again? So that money don't go towards what I just paid? If
you don't follow through, the first portion, yes, it will go toward what you've already paid. But you must follow through on those payments.
So if I fall short,
if you don't, say you make a payment this month and you have another payment 2 months or next month, and you don't make that payment, then when it's time for you to go back after you say, well, I lost my job, or whatever the case may have been, the reason you didn't make that payment, you have to start that process over again.
So that means we got to pay the money all over again too?
Yeah, you got to pay it until it's paid off.
Oh, that's a fool.
So what I would like to see happen,
wait. Do you see his face like,
I would like to lobby on the state level to have you or whomever that's paying a ticket, let's set up a more feasible payment plan so that, you know, you may not can make the lump sum payment and keep making the payment.
Chris?
I'm going to pass, and the reason being because my stomach is kind of, in fact, I'm kind of taking this a little lightly.
So we eat
that pickle. See that pickle right there?
We got this thing we ordered this thing called the exploding chicken. I think I got the wrong, that's the wrong concept.
Chicken under the brick.
What is it?
Explosion chicken.
Chicken on the brick. So that salmon looks good, though.
It is.
It is.
It's fine. I'm telling you.
What do you guys have?
I got chicken under explosion chicken.
It's chicken under a brick.
Chicken on what, Davin?
Chicken under a brick. I would be afraid to eat chicken explosion.
Well, because I think what the way he explained it was when you get the chicken, it's like if you pound something and explode out. So that means all the vegetables is inside the chicken. So once you open the chicken, then there's all the vegetables inside the chicken. Now, I don't know if I got that right.
No, you just crucified.
Chicken on a brick.
Yeah.
Under the brick.
Under the brick.
Chicken on the brick. I said chicken explosion.
So what have you had here, Davin? What?
Oh, he gonna beat me to it. He got the explosion chicken too.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have the salmon. Nobody had the. You didn't have the salmon.
I eat salmon all the time. Salmon's good. I think you should try the salmon. It may ease your stomach because he's fine now. He's fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Chris, I'm gonna ask you before we go on to the next question. Chris, what about that them fried green tomatoes with that oopala?
That's what I had yesterday. Fried green
tomatoes. He got that. If you have not had fried green tomatoes with the oopala, I think I said it wrong. What is it?
The salad is delicious.
I know. What is it? What is it called? Oopala. What's it called? Well, what's the what?
Carson, don't be
Every time
messing
I
up the name of his.
I mess up the name
She
every
messing
time.
it up, Carl. Let me tell you.
Well, Chris.
The sauce for the fried rice is it's a shrimp renulade.
Oh damn.
She said oopala.
Oopala. Where you get that from, Tawana?
Oh, you'd be surprised what I say. Surprised. He hadn't
Thank
had
you.
that. I think we need that for the appetizer so they could try that. But I'm telling you, it's good. And he did just like Smiley. Smiley beat all of us eating.
I know, right?
I have not eaten all day. I had a banana this morning. I've been saving my appetite because I've seen videos of Tawana Murphy and the various guests with the chitchlings and neck bones on the table.
No.
So I want to come get my sample.
You don't not have children. Your neck bone, have you? Really?
No, I'm just joking.
We just joking, but it's good now. I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to bless your soul. That Smiley would say, I'm trying to bless you. Trying to help you. Mm-hmm. But back to what we were talking about. And I know that you're a police officer. Mm-hmm. And being a police officer, you've seen so much stuff that happens throughout our city.
We don't
crime.
say police.
What you say?
Police.
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 Pole, like pole?
Police. Get country with it. Police.
Not police.
Not police.
Police?
Police.
What? You know what? Y'all messing with
But go ahead.
police.
Go ahead.
That's northern. I'm from the north, y'all. Okay, the police. The police.
Police.
The
Go
police.
Go ahead.
So you are a police officer.
Thank you.
Now, being a police officer, I know you dealt with so much stuff, crime, homicide. And some people say homicide rate is down and the crime rate is down. And some people say crime rate is up. So what is your spill on that?
Well, currently my assignment is at the Memphis Police Training Academy. I train police. So I'm not on the streets, but I read the statistics and get the emails. And crime is up. Reported crimes are up in the city. Mm-hmm. So crime is tied to, like I said before, education, poverty, all of those things. So it's a lot of dynamics that go with crime. Mm-hmm. Conflict resolution skills, things of that nature. So we have a lot of work to do. And I just think we have to take a different approach at reducing crime. Mm-hmm. Some of the things that we're doing now are not working. Mm-hmm. It's 2019, and we have to try innovative things to get this crime down. So crime is up here in the city, reported crimes. Mm-hmm. And I think abroad, nationwide, crime is up. But we have a lot of work to do. And I'm an advocate for community policing. And that's in my policies to help bring that back.
Oh, right. I was going to ask that. Blue Crush.
Yeah, Blue Crush is when we're out, arresting people and arresting the criminals who are people who need to be arrested. Mm-hmm. But I think we need community policing. We will have the good and the bad amongst us, but we have more good than bad. Mm-hmm. And so we need to get out and socialize with the public, converse with them, get their concerns, and just be out fellowshipping with people. Mm-hmm. A conversation can go a long way.
Yeah, you're right.
And being hospitable to people and friendly to people goes a long way. So once I win, we're going to implement that program back again, and I think we'll be good with that.
Because I know a lot of people are afraid of the police.
Yeah. They have
and
many reasons.
Right. And they was like, I don't want to talk to the police. Yeah. I don't want nothing to say with the police, because they this, they dirty, they this. Yeah. So how could you bridge that gap between community and police? Just
having the conversations, and these conversations are hard. Mm-hmm. Like race conversations are hard. Mm-hmm. And so you have to have the hard conversations. And so let's talk about why you don't like the police. Mm-hmm. And then let the police tell you their side and vice versa. So I believe in bringing the Black Lives Matter people in the room, the police in the room, the other activist groups. And let's have a grown folk conversation. Mm-hmm. And, we're going to be respectable, but we're going to have a conversation, figure out what can we do to be more transparent. What can we do to bridge the gap? Mm-hmm. Just what can we do? That's like a relationship. You have to talk.
Right.
And so if you don't talk, nothing will get solved. Mm-hmm. And so I think that conversation is needed. Mm-hmm. It's overdue. And I think it's time to have it.
It is.
I would like to add to what you said because I retired from the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, and that was one of my jobs to come up with concepts and ideas to bridge the community and law enforcement.
Yes.
Okay.
And we created what you don't have a similar program, but we created what you call the Faith-Based Academy.
Yeah. Right, I heard about that.
And we went out in the community, myself, and recruited our faith-based leaders, our neighborhood watch groups, as well as our nonprofit organizations. And we brought them together, and we taken them through the process to show them exactly what goes on within the sheriff department.
Okay.
And it was an eye-opener.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's experience that you show them that law enforcement goes through.
Right.
And now they get a second look at, well, okay, they are dealing with some things. So it really helps. It does help.
Well, I've learned also, I never look down on any occupation. All occupations are hard occupations.
Right.
And so I believe our teachers are underpaid and be paid more. Our doctors and nurses, our police and fire. So I don't look down on anybody. And so it's important to respect everyone's occupation. It's important to learn from everybody. And I think if we look at life at that aspect, we can learn a lot from each other. You know, and so it's just things that it's simple things that we don't do that we could do to make life in the city better. We all can just learn from each other.
But
That's true.
we know that's an issue. We know that's our issue here in Memphis. Nobody want to work with each other.
Yeah.
We got too many chiefs and no Indians.
Yeah.
And because we don't have, what we need, we end up in the situations that we're in now. So we know that we got a situation with our traffic tickets. Of course, we got a situation in our crime, in our property level here. And because I'm in the middle because I'm an entrepreneur, I own my own business. So with this being, sometimes I can pay a ticket to that cat. Sometimes I may get pulled over by police. This thing go hand in hand right here.
Right.
Hand in hand. So if he give me a ticket, I can't pay for the ticket. Because I ain't got no money. Which means these two work together.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
she knows who he is. He knows who she is. So when they're elected, now they can come up with a plan where you said we can minimize the payments.
That's right.
For the people that got tickets.
Right.
And then he don't pay it. Then they go to see Judge Teresa.
Right.
And Judge Teresa gonna give them a payment plan so they can pay these tickets off. Because she was just here with me the other day.
Right.
So that's what she said. She's no ticket. And then Division 1.
Yeah.
Division 1. She deals with the tickets. So therefore, she'll say, well, I'm gonna put you on a payment plan. Go see Redmond. But he got to be in court because he the one
Right.
issued the
He
ticket.
the one issued. That's right. That's right. If they don't show up, hopefully they'll just throw it out.
Right, throw it out.
Show up.
But if he don't show up, but he got to be there because
Right.
he issued the ticket.
Yes.
Which means, man, he was speeding. This cat was speeding. He didn't do the job. Told him to yield or whatever y'all say. $42.95. And then...
Hey, Facebook world, I hadn't written a ticket in 10 years. I do not write tickets.
But that's what I'm saying, though, because you're a police officer, so you know.
You're right, though. That's how it works. She's right,
And so I'm still...
Because they write the tickets in, the tickets come to the clerk office, and you got to pay.
Well, I got to pay. And if I can't pay, guess what? I go see Judge Teresa. Judge Teresa tell me I got so many days to pay. I got to come back to you. And then he got to come to court because I ain't...
Food.
That's the chicken on the...
Who goes there?
Chicken under the brick.
I was going to say something else. Chicken under the brick. Yeah.
It looks good.
Make them say,
Oh
That's how you eat it. There it is. Chicken under the brick.
Got the appetite.
Yes. We saved our appetite for this moment. I was
You've
trying
been walking
to tell you.
all day.
Yep. So
It
saving
looks
it for
good.
this moment.
It looks
This
good.
moment, I was
We
trying
gotta
to bless
hire
you.
him.
Yeah. Well, let me get ready to hire him now.
What's good?
What
Good.
kind of potato is that? Oh my goodness.
It's an au gratin.
Chef Chris, come back. She called your potato something. I don't know what she called your potato.
Hurry up and come back.
Please come back.
And fix it. You need to fix it.
Put all the words right here, Chris. I don't know what she called your potato.
You know what? I think I'm gonna with that sound.
It's au gratin. She said,
Oh, right, you don't even know twice baked potato. You're crazy.
What kind of potato?
Right.
You need to fix her.
Wait, then I'm going to try to sound professional. It's au gratin.
Right.
Well,
Just
okay.
say something French.
So then she looked at me.
It looks
like,
good.
I don't know. It looks
Yeah.
good. I tell you that much.
My goodness, you in one man kitchen back there cooking like
Well,
that?
Mondays are my off day.
Mhm.
We're
Okay.
closed on Monday.
Okay,
But I only open.
isn't that sweet?
Yeah, because y'all were coming.
That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Oh, Tawana, this is a treat.
He takes care of me.
Yeah,
So anything he asks of me, I got this back. Because he does.
that's awesome.
He really does.
And he's closed on Monday, but yeah, he's here because of you and us.
And see, I love him. I love him just for that.
Yeah.
Because he
Wow.
does for me. So, you always help people that help you.
Yes.
You don't turn your
Support
back on
those
people.
that
You support
support
those
you.
that support you.
That's right.
And he supports
Firm
me.
believer
Yeah,
of
firm
that.
believer of that.
Yes.
Very firm believer. And he does that. And so I'm all in. I'm
Well,
all
we
in.
should. We should support the people
We should.
that support
We should.
us.
Now, with your profession, I'm thinking of something like education because a lot of people are not educated about what's going on
Oh, yes.
in that clerk's office.
Yes.
And so, will there be any classes when you're elected? Will there be any classes that you can
Oh, yes.
present where we can get knowledgeable about
Absolutely. You know what I would like to do, Tawana? I'm glad you asked me that question.
Mhm.
I would like to use the same concept that I use with the sheriff's office. Have an academy, but yet have ambassadors like yourself.
that? Okay.
People that's engaged in the community.
Mhm.
We will bring those people in that already have boots on the ground
Mhm.
because they can get the message out quicker into a more volume of people,
Okay.
and have them come through and give them a look at the clerk's office so that they understand the process as to what goes on. Because some people think that they can go to 201 to pay for a ticket, go to the clerk office down at 201 to pay for a ticket, and think it's just a quick fix.
Right.
You can't do that on your lunch.
Okay.
You really can't.
You mean
Am I
hours?
right, Davin? Because what happens is you got to stand in a long line. And when you come there, if you're there for the first time, you're in for a rude awakening. So I would like to, create a same concept that I use for the sheriff's office because I know that it works. We recruited right at about 230 faith-based leaders and community leaders collectively and had them to go through the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So I would like to create that same concept and use it with the clerk office, and I think it would bring results as well. Have town hall meetings because education is powerful. What you don't know can hurt you.
Right.
So I'm grounded in the community.
Right.
It was 14 of us, and I was raised by a father alone.
Okay.
So my mother passed at the age of 3. I being 3, and it was 12 other in between the 14.
Okay.
Okay, so the community helped raise us. So I'm a product of the community. So it's important that you get in the community. So most definitely, I would be boots on the ground in the community, educating the people about the clerk's office because that's my passion.
Right. Right. And speaking of education, that's what I was going to throw my brother over here that ain't saying nothing since he got his plate.
He's trying to get it
He has
done.
not opened his mouth
He's
since he got
trying
his
to get
plate.
it done.
He ain't said a word since he got his plate.
Yeah.
But that's what, going back to education, because that's one of my pet peeves with education. And I say this on every show because it needs to be said.
It does.
And we need to do something about it. Our pre-Ks through second grade are illiterate. 68%, the stats came out. So now they're holding our second graders back because they're not at or above reading level.
To go to the third.
Right, to go to the
that
third
grade is very critical.
Right. And then our third through sixth graders are illiterate because they're not at or above grade level when they get to the sixth grade.
So you guys know this, the child mind develops between that age of 1 and 6. And so those are critical years. So that pre-K and that kindergarten are very critical. And that's why it's important. I'm an advocate for this, for the city of Memphis to get back funded within our Shelby County school system. I understand the state had a lot to do with stripping away the charter, and we gave up our charter, surrendered it. I understand that. But we have to invest some monies in these schools because, like you said again, those numbers have gone up. Mm-hmm. And back to the poverty issue, if 60% of our people are living in poverty, 40% of their 60 are kids. Mm-hmm. And so if we don't invest in education, we're going to be in trouble. Right. Because this election is about the kids. It's not about us. Right. It's about those kids. And our kids are not exposed to good things. They're exposed to bad things. Mm-hmm. And so exposure means a lot. Activities means a lot. More summer job means a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm an advocate for giving small businesses pilot breaks for hiring kids during the summertime. Mm-hmm. And so we have to be innovative about this thing. Those old antiquated ideas, they're good, but we need to bring new ideas to the table to save our children. This is about our children. So we have a lot of work to do, and I'm down for the work and the process that needs to be gone through to get to the level we need to get to support our kids.
Now, you said something that I actually wanted to do. Okay. Well, and because I own a small radio station, I wanted to use that to train, our high school kids throughout the summer. Just give them a job and try to, train them how the boards work, train them how a radio station really works. And they'll do something out of the summer with helping me build it, and even add more to it.
You can come and work in our state-of-the-art vocational training center that we're going to build in District 6. Mm-hmm. That's on our agenda.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to open up and I'm going to get funding through the state, through the federal government, and private partners and investors. We want to open up Vance Middle School and make a state-of-the-art vocational training center where we offer the apprenticeship, the radio communication, the recording, all those things within its facilities. We're going to partner with the unions around the city. Mm-hmm. We're also going to partner with the penal forum and the other institutions where we bring in felons who have completed their time, graduated with certificates. They're going to train our youth as well. And that's a way to bring the community together in a whole. Mm-hmm. And so that's one of Team Clemons' ideas. And we're going to push that idea once we get in office. Mm-hmm. That's going to be number one on that list, to get vocational training back in school, but to create that state-of-the-art vocational training center for our people. It'll be free, but we're going to target our youth to get them back involved because everyone is not college bound. Mm-hmm. So you'll have three options now. You can go to college, you can go to military, or you become your own business owner. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to give them that option and let them determine their future. So I'm down for that. So I'll make sure you can get in our center to the Tawana Murphy radio show. You heard it here first. I'm going to help you out.
You're going to help me out. Good. You heard it right here.
That's a great idea. Help me out
because it's something that I know that kids are interested in. In order to keep them out of trouble with something.
Mm-hmm. Collaboration.
Right, it's collaboration. Keep out of, because we have nothing for them to do in the summertime, which prevents a lot of the stuff, that we got going on here in our city.
Yes.
We have we have a big city. Why can we don't have a fair? Mm-hmm. Why can we don't have it where people can ride? Why we don't have no fair? Mm-hmm. Why we got to drive
once a year, right?
No, why we got to drive all the way to St. Louis?
You got a question? I'm listening.
To do that. Okay, what they say, I can't see. How do you restore the lack of faith in the Memphis city government?
Well, in my opinion, you have to have transparent people in the seat. And you have to give new people opportunities because why would you want to put people who previously been in the seats back in the seat who took the faith away? Yeah. And who turned on the people. So you have to give people another chance, fresh people another chance, hold them accountable, but make sure your new leaders are transparent. You hold them accountable, and you said, hey, Tawana, you said on this date you was going to do this, so why you hadn't done it?
Exactly.
And so I believe if we do that, we can restore the faith within city government, between the community and the new politicians that are elected in these seats.
Now, true. I'm going to let you speak in a second, but I'm going to piggyback on what you said.
Okay.
I would say Fergus. Is it Ferguson? I think it's Ferguson. Mm-hmm. Ferguson. He said something. He held one of our city officials accountable for something that he said, and you know what they did?
What?
They banned him from city council.
Hey, well, let me say this.
They what?
They banned him. He can't go in there.
He can't go back.
Let me say this. This is another
reason. And if he do, then he got police protection. They got to have police watching.
Well, when you get a council of people who cannot relate to the public, that's what you get.
Okay.
But if you have one voice on that council who's for the people.
Right.
And not for the council, but for the people.
For the people.
I'm going to stand up and say, hey, look, you guys are wrong. I'm not co-signing on that, and we're not gonna bar this man. If you bar him, send me an email, and I'll read out what you want me to say. But I'm on your side when you're right. I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong. But I'm for the people,
right?
And that's the issue. We need to get people in this seat who are for the people,
because they shunned that man.
Yeah,
they shunned him, and he can't go in there. If he is in there, he has to be watched.
Yeah,
and there's certain places he can't go.
Yeah,
because he held one of our city officials accountable for what they said that they was going to do that they have never done. And so now he was disrespected, talked about, and then kicked out of City Hall. So a lot of people don't want to speak out because they feel they're going to get the same thing. It's the same disrespect that he was shown. So like you said, even if we're holding you accountable, they still get shunned.
Well, hopefully under the new council, when we have a new court clerk and new council members, you can say, hey, let me see if you're going to do what you're going to say, Clemons. We're going to hold you accountable. We want this done, this said, and let's go from there.
Right. Because I run in there. I don't care. They threatened to throw me out several times.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Chef, may I have some more of this sauce for my chicken? I have no idea. Whatever I've been rubbing my finger in it. Whatever this is. Whatever this is.
You know you live, you rubbing your finger live on.
I'm telling you. You know it's gotta be
right. Hey. Chef, I'm finna get some of her sauce. Move that chicken breast.
Somebody bring you some.
Lay
the fork down.
Wait, now what are you sitting over here looking at my plate like this, talking?
Lay the fork down.
He about to swipe it.
Don't touch it, Davin.
My goodness.
That sauce so fine.
It's delicious.
That sauce is so fine.
Please give him another plug. The restaurant here.
Oh, this is asparagus. Now, off location. Personal, you have to make an appointment to be here.
Well, how can they find them?
Well, yeah, and how do they make an appointment? Because I don't want
They
to come
call
back.
Chris. His name is Chris Beavers. I'll give y'all the information when you leave.
Well, can I get his number?
No.
Oh, you can't do it?
I got to ask him.
Oh.
It's off location. It is private.
Friend of a friend.
You got to make an appointment to get in here.
You need to look Chris up. Because
this is G14 classified.
If y'all want to come,
it's off the chain.
Go to davinclemons.com. Make me a donation. I'll tell you where we
at. Put your donation money up. We will tell you.
I'm telling you
where it is.
Hello.
It's delicious.
Right. This is G14 classified.
And it's black owned.
Black operator.
Owned and operated.
Owned and operated.
He's really good.
He caters. And so you can always go to his page, Chris Beavers.
Private setting at
private
your house
setting.
too? Okay.
Private setting. Gorgeous.
Wow.
Gorgeous. And then he caters. He comes to you or whatever you want done. He does it. And so when everybody comes here, they ask me all these questions. I got like 5 phone calls the other day. Someone, this ain't where I'm supposed to be. I said, yes, it is.
I said, go knock on the door. Out there for a minute.
I said, go knock on the door. They're not, oh, what? And they come in and go, wow.
Yes. But I'm telling you, when you told me yesterday, well, we'll have lunch, I'm like, lunch? How are we going to do lunch? Then you said, well, so we're going to order it because it need to be there by 1. So you said, no. You just kind of left it unknown.
Right, just unknown.
Like you get in,
right, you get in here. What a question. I've heard that Memphis has one of the poorest what? Zip codes in the state. Is that true, and why? She said she heard that Memphis had one of the poorest zip codes in the state. Is that true, and why?
Is that the 38106?
126.
126. 38126.
It is. That is correct. It is the poorest zip code in the state. It's very true, and the reason why it's the poorest zip code because now I'm going to fault the past and the current administrations of the city of Memphis and the councilmen who sit in this seat. You have to be intentional about development, like I said before, tailoring the development around the community needs. The community in that zip code needs a lot. They need it's a food desert over there. They need centers for the youth. They need centers for the elder people. They need to be cleaned up over there. Matter of fact, if you go to my social media page, I've taken several videos of the blight in that area. It is ridiculous. And these areas have been there for many, many, many years. So shame on you to the current council person, the past council person, and one of the council person who's running again for the seat. Why in the hell you want to...
No, go ahead. You got it. I ain't going to get in trouble for it. Go for it.
Why in the hell are you trying to come back to a seat when you neglected the people in the seat while you were in there.
Right.
And the same issues have been occurring years after years. That's why you need a leader with a strong voice who will advocate for the people's behalf, stand up for what's right, speak up, and get some work done. So that's why that zip code is still the poorest zip code in the state, because we have not been intentional about helping those people in that zip code.
And I see that you want to elaborate on that? I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Before I say something, I'm gonna let you go ahead and jump in.
I agree with Davin, because we as the people, and I'm putting myself on the we side right now because I'm not elected yet. But if I go out and I vote and elect you in, I expect you to do what you need to do for the people. It's oftentimes once they get in there, they forget that they was elected. It's not all about you. They have good intention. I really think that they have good intention. But once they get in there, they go away. And you don't see them again until time for election.
Exactly.
And I can honestly say that because if you take a look at what I've done, I've been in the community all my life, and I was not working toward anything but to help the people, not being an elected official. So we need to hold them accountable, and they're to do what the people elect them to do.
Right.
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
It's only fair because our people, they're suffering because of that.
Yes.
So yes, I truly have a problem with that. You don't get in these seats and just sit. You tell me that you can go and get elected and there is no work to do in the community? No, that's not so. Never heard of it, Tawana.
So my question is this, and this is to the people out here that's voting.
It's crazy.
Why would you elect the same people in office that's hurting us? Yeah. That's my question. It's been my question. This is the third term that I've been doing this. It's just I got a bigger audience this time. But my thing is, why would you keep electing the same people that's hurting us?
I'll tell you why. I met a guy this morning. I was canvassing in Westwood. And on this morning, we were canvassing, knocked on his door. We began to have a conversation. He said, I got my mind made up on who I'm voting for. And I had my sign in my hand. I said, I hope it's Clemons. No, I'm voting for Ford. I said, why, sir? He said, Ford helped my brother 40 years ago. And I looked at him. I said, sir, have you not looked around your neighborhood? Have you not looked down the street? You saying 40 years ago, somebody helped your brother, and that's the only reason you vote for the person. I said, have a great day. I couldn't talk to him anymore. The mentality of our people must change. Once again, thank you for what you did 40 years ago. But right now, in 2019, my people are suffering. And my people are hurting.
Carrie, y'all gonna be talking about me.
Oh, she's eating hard, eat fast. But like she said, our people have suffered enough. The rich people have gotten richer off of the poor people's struggles. And it's time out for that.
Right.
It's enough in this world for everybody. And so, hey, hey, thank you for the legacy that these other people have paved the way, but it's a new day, it's a new time, and it's time for new people in these seats.
Right, and that's where we're stuck at, Redmond and Clemons. That's where we're stuck at right here. The mentality.
What is that?
Oh, that's the sound.
That's like the sound. That's like a baby shark. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Baby shark. You guys should see this.
Chris. Chris Beaver shark, do 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 do. Beaver shark, do do do. Beaver shark.
I've got to get a picture.
Please send me a picture.
I know, but we can take a picture.
Oh my goodness.
Chris, do you mind?
You don't mind going on?
Okay.
Get in.
You guys should see this, Simon. That thing is.
Baby,
oh
it
my
is fat.
goodness.
Oh my God.
Ooh, look.
Show him the sign.
Here,
Show him the
move
sign.
it. Look at that. Oh,
bless
you better
the
come and
Lord.
find Chris. That's the only thing I can tell
Bless
you.
the Lord. Oh my soul.
Girl, my
Wow.
stomach.
That.
This is number 2, 3.
Ooh.
That was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
How bye.
And then we say she got a Honda.
My goodness.
Oh my.
Oh, she gonna die. I think she's gonna die, Chris.
She's gonna die.
She going to heaven right now.
Chris, this is delicious.
Oh yeah, he is fine now. He is fine.
Tawana, thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's my private chef. Yes, it is. Yeah, look,
gonna have
I
to
done took
borrow
it from
him.
everybody else.
We're going to have to use them now. You're going to have to share.
I don't like sharing. Me and Sharon don't do nothing, but that's the thing.
I just died. I'm coming back.
This is delicious.
I ain't sharing. You know what? Sugar honey iced tea.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, I will let y'all
I'm
borrow
going to just
him.
make sure I get the phone number before I leave.
I will let y'all borrow Chris for a minute. You can borrow him, but you cannot have him.
Look, she said we eating good.
Right.
We surely
Are
are.
you available this weekend?
What day?
Friday?
Friday, I'm available.
You are.
Now, you can borrow him,
Chris, don't take no picture of this plate in
but
front
you
of me.
can't
That's
have.
what I need. I need to look.
Oh my goodness.
But you can't have
So
him.
good.
You seen that, Chris?
Oh my goodness.
They can borrow you, but they can't have
Who
you.
eats like this in the middle of the day?
He belongs
What
to
time
me.
is it? Not even
Chris
2 o'clock.
His clients.
At the end of the day, he
Who
belongs
eats
to
like
me,
this?
and that's it. And
His
that's
clients.
all. That's it. That's it. That's all he belongs to me. Now y'all can borrow him, but you're going to give him back.
Girl, oh my goodness.
Well, how are you two? Well, how are you two?
I don't know
Reaching
how you guys seen that.
getting voters
to vote for you.
to vote for you.
Well, so my team, what we've been doing, we've been targeting voters who are super voters, people who voted in the 15 election, the local election, the state election, the federal election. We have their addresses, and we've been canvassing those areas. We also been mailing out mailers. We're about to send out our second mailer to individuals talking about our platform. We've been phone banking, talking to these same individuals about our platform. We have several unions advocating on our behalf with the platform and our agendas that we're pushing out. And so we've been trying to make 7 point of contact with people that we have targeted who we know were likely to be voting in this election. And right now we're doing an awesome job because several of my poll workers have been texting me and saying that our canvas game has been on point because people are coming to the poll with our mailers in their hand. They're coming to the poll when they see our poll worker. They're saying, yeah, we vote for Clemons. So we have been strategically targeting voters, and we've been acquiring new voters because of those voters that we've been targeting. So we've been very intentional with those people that we've been targeting to vote in this race, especially in District 6.
Now, question, would you two agree that the people of Memphis have been brainwashed?
Yeah, but
To a certain extent.
they're waking up. They're waking up.
I think, too, Memphis, they need new faces.
Yes.
It's been so many times. I think if I'm correct, you guys help me out, but this is probably one of the most intense race that there have been in a while. Because you see a lot of us working. It's been working every day since this thing started. Whereas in the past, you see people just doing a little bit and they get by with it because of their name recognition.
Right.
But now you have new people like myself and Clemons who are out there boot on the ground to get it. And I mean, we're going for it regardless of who the name recognitions are.
Right, because we want to surpass that old saying. You know, we want to do out with the old, in with the new.
Right.
We want to do away with that. We want to get rid of that because the old has not done anything. So we need to see what the new gonna bring to the table. And the only way we're gonna find out if what the new gonna bring to the table is if we put the new in office.
And I tell people this when they meet me. They say, "Who are you?" And I tell them, I say, "Who I am. I've been in the community working on my job as a law enforcement officer. I've been a taxpayer in District 6 for many years, a homeowner in District 6. I've been in District 6. Just because you hadn't seen me doesn't mean that I have not been working in the community. We have a church, a nonprofit, a media marketing firm. We've been out here. So that's a good thing that you hadn't seen me. So now it's your job to do your due diligence to research me, to find out about me. Matter of fact, I was canvassing this morning. This young man impressed me. He was 75, in great shape. He said, I knocked on his door.
75.
He was in great shape. I knocked on his door. He came out. I tried to hand him my thing. He said, I don't need that. I said, why not, sir? He said, I researched you because I had my sign up in my hand. He said, I researched you. I said, what? He said, I love your credentials. He said, you got my vote. I know you, Clemons. I was like, wow.
See?
But
that's what you want.
We want voters who research people.
Right.
Don't vote on the last name. Don't vote on that. Vote on what you research. See if the policies line up what you line. And that's the way we can get new people in these seats and new things.
And vote on what you have experienced in the past.
Yes.
If you have not do your homework,
yes.
if you have not gotten any resolutions from any of the issues or problems that you have presented to the council folk and to your city clerk, then guess what? That you need to know then. Yeah. Okay, I presented this. They didn't do nothing about it. I went down here about this ticket. Yeah. They didn't do nothing about it. So guess what? It's election time now. We need to put somebody back in there. We need to change this whole thing to make sure we get done what needs to be done. Because guess what? I'll sell you some wolf tickets at any given time.
Absolutely.
Until I get into the office.
Absolutely.
It's not voting for these people just because of their name, because there are some good people out there who are willing to serve and will serve you as you're needed, but we can't do that unless you give us an opportunity.
You got to give them the opportunity, and that's been my issue this whole time. Yeah. Give new people opportunity to represent you and represent you well. Right now, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is true. I mean, this, as kids would say, this is real talk. This is real talk. Right now, Memphis is the laughing stock of the nation. They are saying our city officials are dumb. They're talking about our city council people like they was like, oh, y'all dumb, y'all stupid, they illiterate. That's what's going around. They said I'm a researcher. They talking about us like they just saying we dumb. Well, we don't know nothing.
I believe the tides are turning, and I believe the universe is fed up with ignorant politics and selfish people. The universe, matter of fact, you can't stop what the universe has in motion. And people don't realize that. You can try all the games, the schemes, the dirty politics, whatever. But when the universe starts to turn, you can't do nothing about it. But get on. I just felt
get on board.
You can't do nothing about it, but get on board.
Get on
board.
Get on and ride it.
How y'all both shot top?
Because if you can't even fight against the universe.
We can't.
So don't get me started on that. I just felt something. Go ahead, child.
That is.
I just felt something.
It's the truth, though. He
felt that in his spirit.
I felt something. Lord have mercy.
He felt that in his spirit. I went in spirit. Like, there it is.
My goodness.
But see, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Time for change, and our people got to wake up.
Yes.
It is not about these old city officials in these seats right now. They have not done anything for y'all in the last 8 years. They have not done anything for you. Now, don't get all excited because election coming up or 3 months prior to election or whatever you've been asking them. Now they're going to go fix it because guess what? They're running for a seat. Yeah. And they want that seat. The only way they're going to get that seat is to satisfy you. Yeah. But they ain't satisfied you all in 4 years that they've been in this office. Ain't nobody catered to nothing you said. All of a sudden, here they go. They're going to fix the streets. I complain about the streets all the time. And guess what? I cussed them out a few times. They can't fix the street. After I got done cussing them out, I went down there. I said, oh, hell no. We got a big-ass hole in the middle of Chevy Drive, and somebody got to go come fix it. And that's exactly how I see it. And we got a big-ass hole.
That's another issue. You just said it. You said, I went down there. But if our voters would start gathering together and going to the city council, county commission, wherever, Nashville, and let their voices be heard. Yes. But see, so many of us voters, we push the button and we totally depend on them to do what they need to do. But sometimes you got to keep your eyes on these people. You must keep your eyes on them so that they are doing what you have elected them to do.
A few years ago, we had an issue. I think you probably know something about it, where Ed Ford Jr. was trying to take away our First Amendment rights.
Oh, yeah.
And was telling us that we can have our 2-minute speech that we used to do. We have to send them an email. Right. And they choose who they want to talk about, who they want to talk about, versus letting the citizens come up there. Well, guess what? We have to realize one thing. Everybody's not computer. A lot of people can't use their computer. Right. Our elders can't use their computer. Right. So the younger generation, we know. We know how to use it. But how would they know if they got sent an email? They know. How would the city council know what's going on in our various districts if the people don't come and say anything about it? And so me and Edmund Ford Jr. got into it, and I cussed him clean out. It was all on Channel 24. Baby, I gave him the business. Baby, he was every kind of cockeyed son of a bitch that I could call him. And guess what? Channel 24 aired the whole conversation. I was cussing real good. And I had my finger up. And I was going.
Well, this is my thing. We would not agree on everything.
We're not.
So, what is the fear of letting a taxpaying citizen?
Mm-hmm.
I said taxpaying.
Taxpaying.
Citizen come up and get 2 minutes to talk to the people that they're paying.
That's
exactly.
true.
It's no fear. So, I may not agree with you, but I have to respect what you have to say because you have a voice.
You work for us. We pay you.
Shame on you, once again, you politicians who sit in these seats to try to censor the general public.
Mm-hmm.
That is not your seat. That seat belongs to the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the people's seat. The people pay the part-time salaries of a council person. So they have a right to voice the opinion of whatever they want to voice. And so that's bullcrap. I have to send an email. No, let the people come in and say exactly what they have to say. The freedom of speech. You cannot censor people.
Well, they was trying to censor us. And so I clowned the food. All America seen that, baby. I let them have it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't playing with them.
You shouldn't be.
I wasn't playing with them. And when I went down there, I shut it down.
Well, good for you.
It's only fair.
It's only fair.
It really is.
It's only fair.
Chef Chris.
And
Can
so,
I get some more water?
sure.
Is that
You
really
mad
cheap?
that I ain't touched?
Give it to me.
Please.
I'll take it. I'm a big water person.
Me too. So with you coming in to be a clerk and getting elected to be clerk, you got a lot of things that you want to do. You know, a lot of stuff that you want to change. And a lot of the people that get these tickets and all this kind of stuff that goes on in the city clerk office, you know, they're unaware of what their responsibilities are as citizens. They're unaware of what they can and can't do.
I believe that most people that end up at 201 Poplar, they have and they want to pay their ticket, but some of them just doesn't have the money to pay. I don't think people just don't pay tickets because they don't want to pay. Some of them, by the time they pay their house, their car,
the door, somebody at the door, Chris,
and everything else they need to do for their children, then the ticket's at the very bottom. Although that's a responsibility of theirs, the tickets
I don't think you heard me.
issue is
Chef
at the
Chris,
bottom.
come at your door.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, they're not there because they don't want to pay the ticket. Most of them just can't pay. They have good intention. They know that they want to pay, but they can't pay the ticket. So I think that I think with that said, I mean, it just needs legislation in order to perhaps help those.
Well, look at here.
Hey,
Look
Chris, that's the money man.
scene.
You want to talk to him?
That's
the
the
money
money
man. He got
right
the money. He got the money. Talk to
Look
him.
who's on the ride on the scene. It's
Maybe
the president of the
come to
police association, Mr. Mike Williams. Why he looking like that?
Over here.
Mike Williams is on the scene. 5-0. The police. The police.
Y'all got like a full course.
I'm telling you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Just call. This is called chicken.
Serious.
What is that sound?
Just call. Yeah, Sam. Just call chicken
Yes.
on the ribs.
It was chicken under brick.
He is the bomb. I put my order in for
Chicken on
Friday.
Now,
Okay.
somebody asked y'all the question, so I need y'all to ask y'all a question.
What legacy would you like to leave behind after you are elected? So, the legacy I would like to leave behind, Davin Clemons, is that I was a person who kept my word and a person who got things done. And one of my most important initiatives that I want to get completed before I leave the council seat, once I'm elected, is that vocational training center in Vance Middle School. I know it's going to be hard, but I would love to get that done within that 4-year period so we can help our people, especially our youth, the kids who are innovative and creative. We want to give them something to do so they can create their own lifestyle for them. And that's one of my biggest initiatives. I know it's going to be hard, but we're going to get that done. And that's the legacy that I want to leave behind. He's a doer, he's transparent, and he's a hard worker, and he fought for the people in that seat.
That's right.
Mine would be to put in place the faith base and the community relation portion so that we can reach the most needed people in the community. Because there's nothing in place, as my understanding, there's not even a community relation department in there. I may be wrong, but from my understanding, after speaking with some of the employees in that office, there is not a community relation department. And that's so important because our people are so lost. So I would like to create an avenue to be connected and have an open door policy. And that way they can say, you know what? When Lee Esther Redmond was elected as your city court clerk, this is what she has done. You will be able to see the changes.
Right. And that now, if I'm elected in my position, I'm going to still remain cussing folk the hell out and taking up for the citizens of Memphis. That's what I do. That's what I do. You got an issue, you can't get to your city council official. Guess what? Call me, because I'm gonna make sure I get down there. And if now I got locked up a few times, just make sure y'all got y'all money for 201 Popular. Come get me out. That's all my concern is. Just make sure y'all come get me out when I go to jail for you, because that's what I do. I'm serious. I'm serious. Ask my how
we do need ambassadors though for these areas. We really do, because some people understand when there are others that don't quite understand, but they can be that avenue to get that information back out to the public.
Yes, I have the Team Clemons. We have the endorsements of our great Shelby County Mayor, Lee Harris. He has endorsed us. If you'd like to see the commercial, it's on WREG right now, but you can go to my website, Davin, DAVIN, CLEMONS. The commercial is playing on the home screen of our website, but he did endorse my campaign.
Yep, he did. And when I run in about 40 years from now, I'm going to be like 80, though. I want him to endorse me, even though he may be dead, but that ain't the point.
As a matter of fact, with the Marcus, I have 10 total endorsements from. I have all of the labor unions and.
I'm glad you said that before Mark foot don't go nowhere, because guess what?
What?
He was the one that won that lawsuit.
Okay.
Here in the city of Memphis, that city council shut it down. In fact, Berlin Boyd shut it down.
Okay.
The contract was for a entrepreneur minority company that has 10 or more years experience. Mm-hmm. And he went up against another company that was a white company that had 4 years experience. Mm-hmm. So he had the most experience, but they didn't give it to him. They gave it to the white man.
Wow.
Which means now, leaving him out with no contract when he was, by all means, he should have gotten that job. So why didn't he get that job?
Wow.
Now, he sued the city.
Okay.
It was on the news. He sued the city, and then somebody still shut it down.
Wow.
So, this man needs his money. This man won the case.
And he never got
He's still fighting.
Wow.
Why should he still be fighting?
Wow. I'm sorry.
That's one of my issues with being part of city council.
Oh, wow.
Nobody really just said, no, get his man his money.
Wow.
Nobody said that.
He had an attorney?
Yeah, he had an attorney.
Wow.
Now, I don't know who his attorney is, and I ain't going to talk too much because he probably didn't get me. But but that ain't the point. The point is, without a shadow of a doubt, he was the most qualified for that position. But it seemed like all of them went against the grain.
Wow.
And said, it don't matter if this man got 15 years experience. We're not going to give him the contract. But we're going to get his white brother here this contract only got 4 years. But the criteria said 10 or more years.
Well, that's why we need council persons who believe in being inclusive with these developments, believe in minority businesses receiving contracts such as black and brown people, more than 1%. Mm-hmm. So you need a councilman such as myself who will push that. And I saw he had bad endorsements. I know a lot of people are angry at him right now because of the new matter tax, transportation tax he's proposing on 3 vehicles. I don't agree with that because I have 3 vehicles. But I can't agree with you 100% on everything. Mm-hmm. So, I understand a lot of people are mad about those things. And, hey, you have the right to be angry. But overall, I think he's doing a great job in county government. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm grateful to have his support and his endorsement of our campaign.
Right. So, like you said, we all agreed to disagree.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay that we do that. But don't disagree to the fact that you shut everybody down.
I agree.
And you take food out of somebody else's mouth.
I totally agree.
And that's what's been happening even on your end. Mm-hmm. They overcharging where we can't eat. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's some of my tickets I haven't paid in like 4 or 5 years. I worked for myself because it was too high.
But you can't pay it. It's not that you don't want to pay it.
Right.
You can't pay it. So guess what? Because you can't pay, then there should be some legislation put in place, and I plan to utilize my skill set as well as my connection in Nashville. I lobbied for 8 years with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office and the host Tennessee Sheriff Association, and I plan to use those skills to put some legislation in place that will help people like yourself who cannot pay perhaps the amount that they've asked you to pay, a lower amount. Even if it's $10, $20, pay what you can.
Right.
You're paying.
You're paying for it. And still allow us to have our license.
Yeah.
Why? And that's another question. You know what? Why I'm talking about this? Because I've been in this situation so many times. It don't make sense. I'm gonna ask that question because I know you gonna talk about that. Baby, every time I get a ticket and I don't pay it, they suspend my license. Then I gotta go back through this whole process over again.
You see?
Why we gotta do that?
You see?
So that is a state.
It is state. That's why you got to
issue.
Yeah.
And so you have a state representative who can lobby for better state laws regarding licenses. And so that's another program I want to help create in our zip code because, our people don't have the monies and a lot of people are license being suspended because of the lack of child support and a ticket. And so I would like to work with the state representatives to figure out a way we can combat that law and change it because if you don't have a license, you can't get certain jobs.
They're not going to give you city, county, airline,
nothing.
All of you have to have driving license.
So we need to revisit that and work on that. So that's up my sleeve that I want to work. Yeah, I want to work. I want to work on that as well.
That's up their sleeve.
Yes, most definitely.
Because baby, I said, God, and then I got to go pay $92 to get reinstated again. Yeah. They taking all my doggone money, my goddamn money. What would you read? What they say? Strickland should not have been met. Well, I don't know if anyone because they running, so you can't put this on these two. So they can't really jump into
put it on me
and say nothing. So they're gonna plead the fifth on this one right here.
Please don't put it on me. I'm running my own race, and it's a job. Let me tell you, it's 24.
They may have to work with them
since April,
right?
And I'm tired. Right. Lord knows I can't wait till you get to the end, so I can't handle anybody else's race.
Right. So my thing is this: they can't speak on that right now because they don't know who's gonna be in that seat. Strickland may be back in that seat. If Strickland not back in that seat, then Harrington may be in that seat. So right now, that's kind of one of the questions that they can't answer at this present time, and I know that that's your opinion that he shouldn't be in office, and I can't really answer that question at the present time. But the simple fact is, I'm gonna have to beg. And so whoever getting that seat, I can't bash nobody right now at this present time. Because at the present time, Murphy gonna have to beg whoever getting that office, in the next few weeks. So if it's Strickland get back in that office, guess what? I'm gonna have to still be his friend. If Harrison get in that office, I'm gonna have to be his friend. So right now, I plead the fifth.
So you stand in the middle.
I'm standing in the middle. I'm everybody's friend. I'm just saying. I'm everybody's friend because I may have to walk in there and then they're going to pull the video up. Then you say this because you know they dusty.
That's funny.
You know they dusty. That's what they did to Tammy Sawyer. Baby, they went on and pulled up all them doggone Facebook messages she put on there. She may not have a job. Now, I can speak on her because she ain't going nowhere. She may get fired from the county commissioner. I think after the election, they may let her go. So she may have to work at McDonald's for that $15 an hour. Hey, I'm Tammy Sawyer. Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you? Would you like fries with that shake? I'm just saying. What? Everything comes back to hunt you someday. You got to be careful what you do. Now, I've done a lot of stuff. That's why I didn't really want to run this race because then they're going to pull up my mugshot from about 5 years ago. And I was like this. Looking like a wolf woman. And I was mad because the rain messed up my hair, so I was poofy. So I had attitude that day. But I smiled, though, for my picture. I smiled like this. I'm just saying. And then they'll say, she went to jail. Damn. I go to jail, kick anybody's ass, they run up on me. It is what it is. It is self-defense. What? Okay, I'm
what's in Tawana's glass?
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back in. Right. I'm just saying. But my thing is, y'all vote. It is very important to vote.
Yes.
And I support Clemons and his run. I'm supporting Ms. Redmond in her run, and we want you guys to vote for them Your vote is very important. I want to let them say their last little spiel before we get out of here, because I want y'all to really, if you're in 6, I want y'all to vote. And she one.
My name again is Lee Esther Redmond. I'm running for City Court Clerk. I'm asking for your support. When I'm elected as your next City Court Clerk, I would like to bring the office to you. It's important that office comes to you, because by the time you get to the office, you're already in trouble. I would like to create a faith-based academy where we will have spokesperson to be able to bring that information out again to the community. I would like to hold town hall meetings to get you educated as to what goes on in that office. I can assure you, when I'm elected, we will get the job done and we will be committed to you. So I'm asking for your support. Early vote in Saturday, the 28th, this Saturday at 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock. I urge you to go and vote early. As there is any problems arrive, you can take care of that. So I'm asking for your support. Again, thank you for your support. For those who have already supported me, and I'm asking you to please tell a friend to vote Redmond for City Court Clerk. Thank you, Tawana.
You're welcome.
My name is Davin Clemons. I'm a candidate for Memphis City Council District 6. My website is davinclemons.com. davinclemons.com. Running with the people. So once I am elected to the
that's
seat,
a crack of letters. You can't see them letters.
they can read it.
No, it's not.
But once elected to the seat, hey, we're gonna have the most fun rebuilding our community. God has blessed me with some super strength, energy out this world. I have a love for people, and that's what you need in this seat. And so we're going to be working on developments in our district, working on vocational training in our district, community safety in our district. We're going to be working on these small business contracts in our district. We have a lot of innovative ideas, but we cannot do these things without your vote. I need your support. I think right now we are leading in District 6 right now. And so, hey, we're running a campaign. We're unapologetic, and we're intentional about everything we're doing. So if you want to get on board with us, you have another week left. But I'm Davin Clemons, candidate for Memphis City Council District 6. My website, once again, is Davin, DAVINCLEMONS.com. Go vote on October the 3rd. And my friend over here told you early vote ends next Saturday on the 28th at 4 p.m. But go vote. Go
Please.
vote.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, vote for Davin Clemons, District 6, and vote for Miss Redmond, Leah Redmond. She's running for county clerk. So we want city county.
City court.
City court clerk.
There you go.
City court. That's me, C's.
City
Put
court
that damn
clerk.
hat.
See.
See, can y'all see that? Davin
They
Clemons.
cannot see that.
I bet you when I hit rewind.
You hit rewind because y'all can y'all. They cannot see that.
They can't see it.
They can't see. No, they can't see. That's a crack of letter. I'm just saying. So I am supporting these two candidates that's running. I'm also supporting J.B. Smalley and Craig Littles, who's running for Super District 8-1 and then Super District 8-2. We want y'all to get out there and vote. It is very important that you guys vote. Also, download the app, WDEM, stream it. This show will be live again on iHeartRadio, WDM 98.5 FM, Spotify, WDM 98.5 FM, Facebook, and it's on YouTube. So you can go back on YouTube and you can go back and view this interview. You can listen to it audio, download the apps. You can still go back and listen to it, or you can go to the website and listen to it as well, www.wdmradio.com. Tomorrow, we're going to do a recap of each one of the districts and who's the leading two with Pastor Charlie Caswell and Mr. Fisher. They'll be with me until tomorrow, 1 o'clock, right here at Asparagus. We will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.